The U.S. government is days away from shutting down. Here's what that actually means for you. Last night, the Senate failed to pass a short-term funding bill. Both parties are blaming each other. If no deal is reached by October 1st, federal workers could go unpaid, national parks might close, and services like passport processing could stall. This would be the first shutdown since 2019, and it's happening as inflation and interest rates are already stressing Americans. Congress now has just a few days to avoid the shutdown. Who do you think will blink first?
We'll continue to talk to the Democrats, but I think you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time. And we'll take care of the military, we'll take care of Social Security, we'll take care of the things that we have to take care of. A lot of the things that Democrats fight for, which in many cases aren't very good things, will not be able to be paid.
All right, Shalom Israel, and this is gonna be a real quick one. Just want to go over a couple of things when we dealing, or when the government is talking about a government shutdown, to let you have some insight on what to look for, what's to come in this society. So we're in ChatGPT, and it states, if a U.S. government shutdown happens in the next few days, there are a number of federal services that could be cut or disrupted. Some of which are ones that many people who are struggling rely on. The exact effects depend on how long the shutdown lasts and what parts of the government are funded. But here are likely things that would be affected and what would not, or would be less likely to be affected. If you like, I can also put up how this applies to your state or county. So we're just going to read about the things that can be cut or disrupted. So what would likely be cut or disrupted? These are programs or services that depend on annual congressional funding, and which past shutdowns show are vulnerable. Service programs, food assistance, nutrition programs. How it could affect struggling Americans. The Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, WIC, may quickly run out of funding. SNAP, food stamps, is considered essential, but in a prolonged shutdown, even its operations might be disrupted. Housing assistance, rental assistance, new housing vouchers or new applications through HUD or some USDA programs could be delayed or paused. Business support, small business support. The Small Business Administration might stop new loan approvals under some of its programs, not disasters, which could hurt small business owners trying to start up or expand. Medical research and clinical trials. New clinical trials funded through agencies like NIH might be delayed or stopped, reducing access to experimental treatments. Agriculture and rural services. Farmers and rural residents might see delays in USDA programs such as crop insurance, loan guarantees, or technical assistance. Some inspections, sign-ups, and payments may stop. Housing loan guarantees, mortgages. Some federal mortgage, insurance, or guarantee programs for FHA, USDA might stop processing new loans. So as the scripture stated, there's a cry for wine in the streets, and all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. Hey man, when they bring in this government shutdown, and trust and believe this is what they want to do. When they bring it in, that's exactly what you're about to see. That's exactly what you're about to witness. As the prophecy state, there will be a cry for wine in the streets. You're gonna be, people are gonna be wishing and wanting and hoping that they could go back to that old America, when that old America is not coming back. All right, them good times, them good days, that is long gone. All right, and all joy is going to be darkened, and the mirth of the land is going to be gone, man. This is what they're bringing forth. Okay, this is what this administration is all about, and this is what the prophecy states must happen, and it is happening. All right, which is above all. For these are the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, coming forth and manifesting in the earth. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakwak Wadash, double honors to my elders at Great Millstone. Honor to all the brethren out here doing the work in the will of the Father in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
You guys know what this represents? Well, maybe just the calm before the storm.
What's the storming?
Could be the calm before the storm.
What storm is
We
the
have the
president?
world's great military people in this room. I will tell you that. And we're going to have a great evening. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
What storm, Mr. President?
You'll find out.